Major moves. We going all in, like we got nothing to lose. We making moves. We making major moves. We making moves. We making major moves. We making moves.
Welcome back to my channel. I want to thank you guys for actively deciding to spend time with me. I'm just a guy in a Spider-Man mask, a cool one I might add. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just providing information and content already on the internet, and I just read it and present it to you guys in a way that may reach you or may not reach you. Whatever the reason is you found my page, I'm grateful you're here, and thank you for spending time with me. Let's get into this. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I am Mr. Man, and if you don't know this name, haven't seen this face before, please like, please subscribe, talk to the guests that come to my channel frequently, talk to my subscribers, interact with the community. We are open-minded here, and we thoroughly enjoy blockchain and where this future is taking us. I'd love it if you subscribed and became a member of this channel, because I keep you updated with what's going on. I tend to drop a video every second day, and over the weekends I take a break where I can just go and do some renovations right now. But once these renovations are done, I do intend to pick this up. Let me just get this mic in position, because I know I've been told on a few occasions that the mic isn't loud enough. And the mask as well, I've been told, had covered my mouth. So with the mask covering my mouth, it slurred or changed my tone of voice. So I have this prop under the mask now, and I do hope I sound normal, whatever normal might be. Anyways, let's jump into this. Today we're looking in aviation and blockchain, or blockchain and aviation. And then we're going to take a quick overlook into the ECB, the European Central Bank, and what they have to say about SWIFT when they are letting go of SWIFT from their grasp, and they will be 100% blockchain at that point. This thing is interesting. But how blockchain, or is this, sorry, there we go, how blockchain will be used in aviation. So I want to give you guys an overview of how it's going to be used in aviation. Then I'm going to take a quick look at what IBM has to say. IBM's in everything. You guys should know this, and if you don't know, now you know. I think I need a new mic too, because this keeps on doing itself here for my table. Unless I could try and jimmy rig something. Okay. The principle of trust is vital to all business, but it is essential in aviation, where it is trusted that every rule is followed to the letter on every flight. It's very, very true. Amid the hustle and bustle of transactions with various operators in the aviation sector, there is always a paper trail left to be safely preserved, which blockchain adoption is likely to disrupt. So what they're saying here is true, very, very true. This is near and dear to my heart. This is aviation. I don't love aviation. When I first got into it, I didn't love it. It was something to do. It was a stepping stone for me to whatever that something else was. At that point in my life, it was real estate, and it still is real estate. But right now, I'm holding off with what's going on out there in the world. Blockchain technology is the next logical step in the evolution of recording and maintaining recordings on a digital platform that has been designed to instill a sense of confidence among users, especially given the way the world generates data. The potential of blockchain technology rests in the simplicity of the construction. Blockchain technology can be applied to many other aspects of aviation, which include passenger records, financial transactions, and aircraft maintenance. I can totally see the use case and application for maintenance. Oh my God, it can be tough for the people working in parts when they're trying to not price out, but like issue out components and whether it's a consumable or a reusable item, and issuing those out, and when they are gone for the night and it's just the maintenance personnel who are acting as parts on their own behalf without having a parts personnel there overnight, components can get used and not necessarily tracked correctly, right? So then myself as an auditor inside, I have to audit the paperwork to find out what was used, to find out how it was used, if they included this particular component on the work report itself. Oh man, yeah. So we have a high level overview now. Let's jump into this here. Not this. not this. It is this. That's what I was just reading. Jesus. Okay, this is it. So, that being said, this is blockchain and logistics by the MRO, Maintenance, Repairs, and Overhaul Lab. That's what MRO is. Brought to you by Microsoft. Obviously, they're there too. Singapore is huge. This is KLM and Air France Industries. All right. You guys, I need to let you know right now, ICAO is involved in blockchain. IATA is involved in blockchain. IATA's the International Aviation Transportation Authority or Association. I don't remember what the other A is. And they are a non-governing body who provides recommendation. Global non-governing body who makes recommendations in aviation, which tend to be followed. They tend to be followed. And same with ICAO, International Civil Aviation Organization, another huge governing body, and that's for the airports. IATA is the airline. Airport airline? Yeah, IATA is the airline. International Airline Transportation, Association or Authority, one of them. But here we go. This is a webinar from that KLM Air France thing there, so I'm going to try and piece this together as best as I can. I'm not going to read through it, but I'm going to show it to you, though, and I'm going to get this for you nicely here. So this is from James Kornberg, Richard Knight, Ramesh Sivas Subramanian. Oh, Lord have mercy. My bad, Ramesh. My bad, man. Forgive me. Okay. So today's agenda will be Air France Industries, KLM. About KLM, overview of the MRO labs, and why are we investing in blockchain? Let's find out why they're investing in blockchain. Microsoft, overview on blockchain, Microsoft's contribution towards Ethereum and blockchain application. Ramco, about Ramco and the MRO Lab Singapore, supply chain challenges, proposed solution, and demo. They did a demo on this. Oh, that would have been sweet to see. I got to find that. Okay, I don't want to go over their aircraft, what they're doing in terms of their operation. But you can see here it's a global network, and they go over the different, countries and places that they have shops set up in. Here's over 200 customers around the world. Look at this. All right. All right, so they're in there, man. Are they in there? Here we go. Strong development on new platforms. So here's some of the new platforms they're on. Airbus, Boeing, Airbus Neo, Airbus Max. They have Quant. Oh, these are all the airlines now over here. Lab Adaptive Innovations. I am taking you guys somewhere. Believe me. On this journey. What page it is directly, I don't know. But this is it. Components of a blockchain-based system. Okay, let's take a look at this. So the application use cases. This layer consists of APIs, application programmable interface. That has to do with trade finance, asset security, cross-border payments, digital identities, record keeping, cryptocurrencies, tokens, energy trading, and smart contracts. Okay, here's what gets interesting. So, platforms would enable various third-party projects to leverage the core infrastructure and develop their own product or project. So, look at this, guys. Look at the shit. Okay, the private proprietary. So you have digital assets, NASDAQ. They have Settle, which is an RLN, regulated liability network. They have Casper right there. They got Intel, Sawtooth, that's IBM. They got Tendermint. Tendermint is Cosmos. That was the other name they had called it before. It's Cosmos, okay? They got Casper here. They got Ripple. They have Juno. Juno was also a Cosmos thing. Again, Cosmos is set up like a hub and spoke. Picture aviation where you have the airport, and then that plane flies regional. So it'll fly from, say, Toronto in Canada. That's what I can speak to. And then flies to Calgary and comes back, all right? This is the main base. They have that one base. That's their hub and spoke. That's it. That's what this is here. And then we have R3 Corda. They are using Sentinel. Not sure what Sentinel is. Hyperledger. They got Ethereum, Digital Asset Holdings. They got Bitcoin in this. Ethereum again. They got Stellar in this as well. Symbiont. Symbiont is a company. I remember learning about them. Paxos here. On one of the apps in Canada, they're letting Paxos go, which is very interesting. I'm not sure what Paxos is going to be used in this capacity. But look at this, man. Look at this. All right, here's blockchain at Microsoft. Yeah, here's some of the apps we're familiar with at Microsoft already. Okay. This here, Microsoft Azure, Open Cloud. So we have Ripple working with them. We have Stellar working with them. Ethereum working with them. Look at all these companies that are going to be a part of this, okay? Guys, I don't bring the news. If it's in the news, I care to read it, and that's it. But I don't want to present news to you guys. I want to present what's going on in the background before it hits the news. When it hits the news, you'll be like, I know about this shit. I know what this is. I know which coins they're using. I know which companies are a part of this, and I know how they're going to be utilized, or at least I know what they're using. Whether we know how they're utilized, we'll figure that out as we go. Here's the Azure. BaaS is that blockchain as a service, right? Blockchain as a service. So Ripple will be one of their blockchain of choices as a service. They got Libra in here from Facebook. I didn't even know the thing was still alive. Oracle. I know Oracle. Ubuntu. I know Ubuntu software. We got Microsoft right there. SQL server. SQL, pretty standard. Couchbase? What is that? Eclipse. Python. Oh, wow, okay. Clients. Wow, right on your phone. They're not even playing around. It's just the phone, you guys. Don't need a computer for shit anymore. So, here we go. Blockchain scenarios. Impact across all industries. Financial. Redesigned costly legacy workflow. Improve liquidity, of course. And free up capital. Help reduce infrastructure costs. Increase transparency. Reduce fraud. And improve execution and settlement times. Retail manufacturing. Better supply chain management. Smart contracts. Platforms. Digital currencies. And tighter cybersecurity. Could almost rap to this. Or at least free flow. Healthcare. Removes third party I have to read first. Can't even do that. So removes third party verifiers such as health information exchanges by directly linking patient records to clinical and financial stakeholders. Provides fast, secure, authenticated access to personnel records, medical records across healthcare organizations and geographies. And that would work great for the operation that I work at in terms of work. A 9 to 5 or 7 to 3 as I like to do, so I don't take a lunch. But yeah, we are an air paramedic / charter company. So this will be fantastic in terms of keeping track. Government, increased transparency and traceability of how money is spent. Track asset registrations such as vehicles, reduce fraud and operational costs. Neat. Customer references, early starters. About Ramco. Let's see what they're about here. Powering 800 companies and 150,000 plus users globally. 150,000 users plus. Right? Ripple and Stellar, for my Ripple and Stellar holders out there. Shit. I keep telling one of my good friends every time I see her, I'm like, you know what, man? I'm like, you're wealthy. And she's like, I know, you told me. I'm like, no. I swear you're wealthier than I think you're going to be. I can't even describe how wealthy you're going to be. I have no idea. The more I learn, the more I dig up, the more I unearth, the more I can look at and read and examine and study and make it intimate, get intimate with it. Man, it's just uncanny what these guys are doing on such a grand scale, a large scale. You know, like if I wasn't reading these things here, sure, I could picture it, but it'd be a really shitty picture, because when someone says, "Oh, the entire globe," and you're like, "Okay, yeah, the entire globe," whatever. When you start reading about it, how many companies there are, it's not just, "Oh, the entire globe" as a one whole thing. No, it's 150,000 users globally, right? Powering 4,000 plus aircraft and 21,000 users globally. Largest operation of OEM runs on Ramco. Air France, KLM, and Ramco open APAC's first co-innovation center, the MRO lab. The first. Early movers, early shakers and movers. Can't stop. Single platform covering the entire hire-to-hire process. Single platform covering the entire hire-to-hire yeah. Grew by 4 times in revenue in the last 2 years. 4 times its revenue in a bear market, in a corrupt, destroyed, falling apart market. 4 times itself. 4x. Payroll compliant across 40 plus countries on Ramco's platform, 70 plus supported through partners. So this is how aviation was able to sustain itself on a mass scale, because they bought into this stuff very, very early. It seemed appealing, so they're sitting there like lions on the side, just licking their lips, rubbing their palms together. Just I'm waiting for this to pop off. That's what they're doing. All right. So here's the MRO lab. Give you guys a quick overview of them. The Unique Innovations Program. The MRO Lab is a program where all the innovations developed by AFI, KLM, E&M, and its network of affiliates converge specially tailored to the challenges of aircraft maintenance. The innovations are the fruit of continuous development aimed at satisfying the requirements of airline operating performance. Yeah. So I want to show you guys this. So I'm showing you aviation and blockchain now. So here's where a lot of the information comes from. Oops. Right here. Nope, not there. Not there. Right here. So what I have here for people, this is the industry consortia list. So picture R3, picture Settle, picture Red Hat, picture whatever consortium of crypto blockchains there are that exist right there. I have them for you guys, and we're going to go over this. So this is the GBBC Global Blockchain Business Council. We are grateful to our research partners for this portion of the report, who indicate Accenture, ESG Intelligence, and GDF. So here are some of the consortiums. Look at this. Every single one globally. I swear we should just check everything out one by one and just learn about them one by fucking one. We'd have stuff to talk about for years. Blockchain Australia, Block for Coop, Blockchain Collaboration Consortium. There's a bunch on here I've never heard of in my life. I'll show you who we went over today, okay? Blockchain Insurance Industry Initiative, so the B3I. Blockchain Interoperability Alliance. Look at this. There's robotics. Holy heck. Literally, it's everything. Energy. I've seen some stuff on energy, but I don't understand it. BRICS Bank Consortium. What is that? Oh, shit. Wow. This is the first time I'm actually viewing this now. I've had it on my phone, but I find some stuff during the morning. I'm up at 4 o'clock. I find and dig, and I find, and I hold on my phone until I finally get a chance to come and record this stuff. And then it's all new to me too as I'm going over this with you, okay? BRICS Bank. Wow. Canadian Blockchain Consortium, formerly Alberta. Cannabinoid is cannabis. Cargo X, that's interesting. Who we were talking about today is right here in terms of aviation. Blockchain for aviation, BC4A. That's what we were talking about today. And that mini consortium there, I don't know what that's the MRO, I guess. MRO Labs. Chinese Bank Consortium. Wow. COVID-19 Alert Initiative. COVID-19 Credentials Initiative. Holy shit. COVID-19 Health Passport Consortium. Wow. D-Carp. Holy shit. Sorry if I'm taking too long for you guys and spending time on this. This is astounding to see this stuff. Because we can legitimately break this down one by one and just go through it. The digital yen, digital dollar project, we're familiar with that. E4net. Free web energy. I need to look into free web. I need to check that out for real. What else is there? ePorts, Equigi, European blockchain partners. Look at this. You're not going to find this anywhere else. You guys, this is the kind of heat I bring to this channel. I keep you guys right in line with what's going on. Who's who? The who's who of who needs to be who and who needs to be known, all right? We might not know who they are immediately, but we will eventually. Fusion Lendercom. Is that a Gessner? Guessnet, okay. Wow. We spoke about these guys here, Global Shipping and Network Consortium, GBSN. Because we've been going through the shipping industry. There's Hyperledger, Hope Consortium, IBM Food Trust, Icarus. Oh my gosh. Everything's here. I thought that said KFC, KFB Consortium. Okay. So this is where else I want to go here now. This is the last thing here. Not that again. We keep going there. This. So this is from the ECB. Here we go. Digital Euro. When in doubt, abstain but be prepared. Is it Digital Euro? Yeah, supporting EU economics governance scrutiny. Okay. And where's my favorite place to go? To the table of contents. And this is what I was checking out today. Testing. Look at this, okay? As mentioned, the ECB will make a decision in October 2023. Remember that date, October 2023. I don't care how you remember. Write it down in your calendar. Write it down in your journal. Write it down in a notebook. Put it in your phone. Set a calendar alert for it. In 2023, on whether to move to the realization phase. This phase differs from the preparation phase in that concrete testing will take place. Concrete testing, all right? This is for their dollar. Presumably, the tests will regard all relevant aspects, the digital system, the functions performed by the bank and other PSPs to onboard customers, the relation between the functionalities of the PSPs and the European Central Bank, the enhancement of the ECB balance sheet to record PDE balances. It is not inconceivable that the testing phase may include also controlled experiments. I wonder what those are. We'll find out. Involving, here we go, actual users. Controlled experiments are a branch of analysis developed recently as part of the experimental economics. They just developed this. I wonder when just is. Involving actual people immersed in an artificial but realistic environment. In this case, the environment may include PDEs together with other payment options. I wonder if that is a PDE. Those experiments may shed light on how users will react and what elements will influence other choices in the new environment. Notice how they say the new environment. Listen to these key words. Tests will need to take place in controlled conditions to protect in-use digital application and ensure that the outside environment is unaffected. The outside environment being our real world. So this is going to happen in a controlled environment in the back. I wonder what a real use case would be in terms of control at that point. And this is why you don't see the price of XRP or XLM shooting up, because this is taking place in a controlled environment. It's controlled. Everything's controlled at that point, right? It's like when you're creating a new product and you want to make sure it works. You're in your garage building something and you're just like, oh, I have this idea. Or you're repairing your car. It's in a controlled environment. It's not outside on a moving highway. It's a controlled environment where you can control the elements. You can control what's happening at every aspect and angle you can possibly think of at that point, all right? That's how you do experiments. If something goes wrong, you don't have to worry about certain things because you've taken the necessary steps to reduce those hazards from existing for something to go wrong. The tech industry and the digital finance supervisory community have developed a sandbox techniques ring-fence testing environment where software applications or certain regulatory practices can be tested in a realistic setting in complete isolation from the outside. See, just like I said. Conclusion and suggestions. The testing phase, which may start after October 2023, is an eminently technical process which the ECB will be in the driving seat and bear exclusive responsibility. You better believe they're going to have a lot of responsibility going on at this point here, trying to balance this old world here that's dying, and they're trying to keep that air pumped into those lungs. Meanwhile, now they're going to try to replicate and outside what's going on right now with digital dollars, though. Because they have the data. They've been taking data on all of this now. So now they can stress test this and see how it works with PSPs. And how does that work with payment service providers? They're taking data as well. So they can provide the data to the ECB at that point. They can compare and weigh the data against this digital dollar. They can measure how that digital dollar is going to stand up against this now. That's a controlled test right there, okay, guys? Come on, we got this. Nonetheless, the Econ Committee may be interested in obtaining early information on how it will develop, which techniques will be employed, etc. All right. So, now that we know that, how they're going to implement their digital dollar or attempt to implement it, check this shit out. From the European Central Bank Advisory Group on Market Infrastructures for Securities and Collateral Chair. Here. The AMI SECO fosters European harmonization of post-trade services. The AMI represents a wide community of financial market stakeholders in Europe, including national and international central securities deposits, or CSDs, market participants, Eurosystems, central banks, and industry associations. The AMI consists of members from the European Union, the United Kingdom, and Switzerland. See Annex 2. It has been successful in defining pan-European harmonization standards for the securities settlement, tri-party collateral management services, billing processing, and corporate actions, holy hell, for debt instruments work. Work also progressed on the definition of corporate action standards for other industry. Jesus, why was that so tough? Here's where I want to get to, though. What I want to type. Am I there already? Oh, I am here. Shit. So the AMI recommends to SWIFT the following: and the maintenance equivalent, so they won't be upkeeping the system anymore. They're letting it go by November 2025 for ISO 15022. I wonder what that is. For the above mentioned activities. I wonder what that ISO is. The above mentioned activities, somewhere up here. Here, let's see what the above mentioned activities are. The AMI agreed to move the ISO messaging in the field to corporate action and billing processes in 2 waves. Wave 1 by November 2022, so we're already implemented ISO now. The CSD as well as tri-party service agents are required to have the capacity to support and to offer the ISO 2002 messaging as described in the AMI, corporate action standards and billing standards, Eurosystem central banks and Eurosystem counterparties to be able to use ISO, corporate action and billings messaging. Wave 2 by November 2025, so 2 more years, guys. The ISO messaging for corporate actions and billing would become applicable for actors in Wave 2. At the latest by then, custodians, account services should offer ISO. They should offer ISO 2002 messaging system for clients that have the capability of ISO standards. Should. Notice the language should. Not will, not must. Should. Means they still have time in after 2025 to get this shit straightened out. Considering the size of European financial markets on a global scale, such a move will support further integration of financial markets and reduce costs, risk, and complexity. Annex 3 provides the details on the ISO messages in scope of the AMI roadmap. The AMI recommends to SWIFT the following: I in the maintenance equivalents by November 2025 for the above mentioned as we just read, and 2, the coexistence at the latest by November 2028. The coexistence is the coexistence of this new network that they're building and the old SWIFT network. So, but the ECB intends to let go of this old world, the old system by 2028, the latest November. There hasn't been any pushback reasons yet because we're not that far yet. So by November, leading into 2030, you can expect something, because 2030 agenda, right? So it's going to be huge at that point. Might be a full flourishing ecosystem of, well, by 2025, it should be damn near adoption. And they'll be had the last stragglers coming in 2028 when it's finally let go. Well, guys, I thank you for spending some time with me. I do appreciate you, taking your time to hear what I have to say and what I have to offer. Please like, subscribe, share this message. Wake people up. We need to be the change you want to see and be the change you need to be in your life. Because if we're not doing it, who else is going to? That's why I'm here wearing a Spider-Man mask. I'm a grown-ass man, guys, wearing a Spider-Man mask. Why? Because I want to. I like it. It feels good. It started off as a gimmick, but here I am, right? Making fire content for you guys. Anyways, I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Making major moves. We going all in. Like we got nothing to lose. We making moves. We making major moves. We making moves.